Hello guys, hello everyone, and this is second video we're recording with our blog producers for MEET.ONE Sidechain. I'm pretty glad today to introduce you Ross from EOSphere.
Hey
Ross,
everyone.
hello. So Ross, where are you right now?
I'm in Perth, Australia. It's on the west coast of Australia.
All right.
I'm actually in Shelley's office at the moment because there's better soundproofing in here.
Nice, but the picture behind you is pretty good. Is it Perth?
That's a picture of Paris.
All right. So you are particularly in Paris.
Or Shelley probably is, yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Ross, I have question number one.
Hmm.
Why EOSphere is called EOSphere?
Well, that's a good one actually, because the whole reason for the name being created is we wanted a name that was inclusive for everybody in the ecosystem. So it's EOS sphere, as in the whole world, like everybody, all countries, all nationalities, all cultures. Even though we're Australian based, our whole name is about serving the entire ecosystem, the sphere, the EOSphere.
Oh, so it means it's representing the whole globe, Earth,
Yes.
right? Oh, it's cool. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I thought sphere is cool, like a ball, or kind of this thing. So no corners. Yeah. So you is this representation is more wide. Can you say something about your team? Couple words about yourself and about your team.
So we've got a team of 9. It's a very mixed group. We've got guys from the community. We've got technical professionals. We've got people that are good at sort of social media side of things, and we've got project managers and that kind of thing. It's a very what you would probably call an eclectic team. What I like about it the most is we actually, when we first started out, it was just like a normal business, but we realized that getting people from the community would really help us get a better reach into the ecosystem. So it's a mixed team.
Yes, that's true because people from community they're already in EOS and they're really excited about this. So
Yes.
they have a patient to this. So this is very nice thing. I think a nice view. Can you say some words about your team, like the names and what guys are doing, like about your co-founders?
Okay. So at this point, the overall management of the business is Shelley and myself. Shelley she's my wife. So
Family business.
it's a yeah, it's a sort of keep it in the family kind of business. However, the greater community, we've got John, who helps with the infrastructure and the data centers. We've got Matthew, Simon, and Chris, who are community team members. We have Brendan, who is our blockchain developer and overall full stack web developer. We've got Mark, who's also a blockchain developer. We have Torben, who does project management and organizational change management. And him and Brendan actually head up our parallel business, which is EOSphere Dev, which I can tell you a little bit about in a moment. And then we've got guys from the original team. We've got Walter and Ken, who are mainly in advisory roles at this point, helping us with any kind of strategic questions in the future.
All right.
Did I
Nice.
miss anybody? I think there was 9. And then me.
So is basically more distributed, kind of like diversified team.
Yeah,
Uh,
mainly Australian based. However, Torben is in Finland and John is in the United Kingdom.
all right. So in other countries as well.
Mm.
That's nice. So is it hard to contact them if they're in another time zone?
Yeah, some of the internal team meetings can be a bit tricky, but you know how it goes. You really need representation in other time zones because this is like a global community. us just saying, okay, we're only sticking to Australia, just makes it difficult for us to know what's going on the other side of the world. You wake up in the morning and, you've got 10,000 Telegram messages. And that's not even an exaggeration, right? There's literally
Right.
thousands of Telegram messages.
Yeah,
A whole lot has occurred while you're sleeping.
yeah.
You and me, we're on the same timeline, right? Or on the
Right,
same
right.
time zone. So you know exactly
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. So it's pretty hard to catch some messages sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
10 p.m. in the night and 11, 12 p.m. at night, they start messaging people and start active
Yeah,
chat
I know.
in the
I
groups.
know.
And you're already in the bed, you want to sleep. But yeah, so people active another time is yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes it's really hard to get connected with some teams because they're entirely in another time zone. So when you're sleeping, they're awake.
Some of my
It's
meetings are
true.
like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's crazy for us. It's good for them. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, can you say something about your infrastructure? A couple words about infrastructure.
Okay. Well, recently we moved our entire deployment off AWS onto our own bare metal. We run 2 data centers in Sydney out of Equinix. So they're geographically separate. It's a couple of kilometers apart, the 2 data centers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have our own private LAN. We have multiple clusters of firewalls. We have load balancers, and some good. We use super micro servers, but all Intel processors, large amounts of RAM, and my personal favorite, we have NVMe storage, right? So nice and quick for all that I/O, disk I/O that EOS I/O and Node.js demands, especially when you're talking about history.
All right, all right. Yeah, it's a really hot question about history nodes right now, and I saw a solution from the EOS Brazil about the history nodes.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Was
Igor has put together that Hyperion solution. Looks awesome. And yeah, we're going to be running that as well. At the moment, we're using the Grey Mass Light History solution.
all right, all right, all right. So I would like to say, would I ask about values of your team? Say something about values.
So of course, there's all the normal stuff like we transparent, we community driven, etc. But I think the real core of EOSphere is that we aim to create a positive feedback loop. We as block producers or standby block producers on EOS mainnet, obviously top 21 block producers on MEET.ONE, but we aim to take those rewards and reinvest them back into the community. So it's not like it's getting cashed out and put into my bank account, right? All those rewards go to paying for infrastructure, paying for meetups, paying for time for people to write articles, produce video content. And that's the positive feedback loop. But I think the whole aim of that positive feedback loop is ultimately to aim for EOS IO adoption. We get behind many initiatives and many dApp developers and services, specifically because we see them bringing mainstream adoption to the EOS IO technology. And that's what MEET.ONE meant to us, right? Because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it easy for developers to come in and build applications on the actual MEET.ONE chain. And I see that as a massive positive for the ecosystem as a whole. When we know we're all into cryptocurrency and blockchain, it's got all these amazing promises. But EOS IO, I believe, is going to be the one that's going to make those come a reality. And we aim to be custodians or curators of that. We want to make sure that we enable it and make it as frictionless as possible for businesses to adopt blockchain and EOS IO in particular.
Do you feel yourself like you are making history right now? Is a history moments right now in the whole world?
I, you're right. It is. But, when you're on the ground trying to campaign for votes, trying to build the next big thing, often I think I don't always see it like that, but you're absolutely right. I think that, in 10 years' time, we're going to look back, or maybe 5 years' time, we look back and say, wow, that's where it all started. That's where blockchain went mainstream. But yeah, it's not something that I typically think about because you're just so in the weeds trying to get things done.
You don't have time for many like theoretical things. You need to be practical.
Yeah.
You need to make it works, and pretty tough. And right now, it's hard competition between block producers on the
Yeah.
main
And
net.
it's not, and it shouldn't actually be competition. And I think for most of it, everybody wants the best for the EOS IO ecosystem. But yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating when you constantly forced to campaign for support in order for your business to run. This is one of those things. We knew what becoming a block producer was all about, and I suppose that's one of the reasons why we diversified as EOSphere. We're not only a block producer, we also develop a house, and we aim to spread the business so it's not just reliant on being a BP.
Right, right. This is important for users to know that except block production, you're doing some another additional things, which is benefit the whole community, the whole entire network.
Absolutely.
Is really important. Is an important thing, I think. Yeah. So, what is your plan for the next, let's say, like few months or 1 year? You have some updates, or you build in something, some dApp, or yeah.
So other than being a good block producer, which is a good actor in the network, providing all the right kind of infrastructure, making sure everything runs smoothly. We also aim to educate everybody. The typical stuff that you want to see from a positive feedback loop block producer. We also put quite a lot of effort into EOSphere Dev, which is our parallel business, and we're actually building right now. We're building projects for businesses in order to make sure that people are actually using EOSIO for the benefit of their own businesses. And that's also consulting, where we meet with people who might think that they need blockchain in their lives, but after further conversation, they don't actually need it. We aim to make sure that the EOSIO solves an issue where it's actually required. And at the moment, we're actually building on Telos. Right now, we're actually part of the Telos core developer group, where we're doing the arbitration front end. We're doing some private projects for clients on the EOS mainnet, and we're expecting to be building on Warbly. And now we expect to be building on MEET.ONE, right? So it's obviously very, very new. So we'll have to see how that goes. And yes, and I think if we can get enough support, we'll probably be building some tools in community-based tools for the EOS mainnet and MEET.ONE as well. Just depends what the market's like, right? A lot of the work that we do is absolutely just part of being a block producer. We pay for a lot of things. We try and do as much as we can, but depending on where the market is and where you are on the ladder, it tells how much you can actually spend on these kind of things. And that's why we do EOSphere Dev, where there's a lot of focus on that. I think we'll probably be going to Tulip this year in June, which will be good. I mean, we haven't been to the States before, so hopefully take a team that side and meet everybody else. And of course,
Tulip Conference.
Tulip Conference. And Shelly was just speaking to me this morning about our next trip out to China. So hopefully to be doing something with you, Dima.
Come and meet with you. Welcome to MEET.ONE. We would like to see you over here in our office.
Yeah, I know, and we want to, and it's not like you and I haven't met in person before. I mean, we met at the beginning of last year, right?
Right.
That's one of the reasons why I feel so confident about actually being a block producer on MEET.ONE, because I know what your values are, which resonates with what we want to do. So yeah, I think joining the MEET.ONE community might also help us grow our block producer community in China, which is also good.
Yeah. We are always. What is the purpose of these videos? Is the main purpose is to expand and to bring a value of the teams to the community in China. So how we will make it? We'll put this video on YouTube, and additionally, we will create an article in Chinese about this is so short articles, so people cannot
Yeah.
understand English, but they can read in Chinese.
Yeah.
And it's not so time consuming as writing subtitles for each word. So it's summarization of how called. That's why I would like to keep it not so long. And maybe I will ask you the last question. What kind of message you want to leave to the Chinese community, like Chinese speaking community, also foreign community as well? Uh, like why people need to vote for EOSphere?
I think EOSphere, actually, I don't think, I know EOSphere are exactly the kind of block producer that you want running your particular EOSIO chain. We technically competent. We run a genuine data center with good quality equipment. So we produce quality, response times, and we produce blocks on time. We also reinvest back into the community, and we're absolutely contactable, completely transparent and contactable. Anybody can get hold of me or any one of the team and discuss with what we're doing.
True. This is true. This is real true. This guys is really fast response. If you have any questions, they're really good in help. Ross also helped me before in some questions, so really easy to reach. And if you guys who watching this video have any questions, please, you can easily contact EOSphere. All links to their website, to the things they are doing, I'm gonna put down over here, and we're gonna have it in the article. So
Perfect.
we wish that people will watch you and will check it out and will contact you if they need. Yeah, I wish to keep in touch in future, and it's pretty nice speech. I'm really glad to talk to you today.
Yeah, no, great seeing you again.
All right, let's keep in touch, and welcome to MEET.ONE. See you over
Thank
here.
you.
I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, love being here. Cheers. Thanks.